Shoo up, doo doo lang.
Shoo up, hey, senior spinner, vinyl gold.
Shoo up,
shoo up, shoo up, shine so bold. From the 50s to the 90s, do-lang, do-lang.
Keeps you smiling, baby.
Crispy on WPCN, shoo up.
Doo lang, doo lang.
Senior spinner. Pops, clicks, never skips.
Welcome back to Chart Invaders, the only show where 3 brand new records invade the Billboard Hot 100 and only one survives to take home the coveted Spinner Winner Trophy. I'm Johnny D.
And I'm Crispy, the senior spinner, welcoming you to WPCNS where the music pops, clicks, but never skips.
Mostly because Crispy won't let anybody touch his records.
That's because I still remember the last time you touched one.
One fingerprint.
On both sides.
I was being thorough.
You're also banned from my turntables. Today's battle takes us back to the Billboard chart for the week ending September 10th, 1966. 3 brand new songs had just entered the Hot 100. Each would go on to become a memorable hit, but only one climbed higher than the others.
Here's how it works. We'll introduce each challenger without revealing the song title right away. You'll hear a little about the artist. Then Crispy will spin the record on genuine vintage vinyl after all 3 challengers have entered the arena.
We'll reveal which song reached the highest position on the Billboard Hot 100 and award the Spinner Winner Trophy.
So play along at home and see if you can predict the winner before we reveal the final standings. And while you're thinking, please take a second to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you won't miss any of our trips through music history. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. Crispy's getting old enough that every episode might be his farewell tour.
That's nice, Johnny. Probably not wise to keep insulting the guy who owns the records. This could be your last episode.
Good point. Our first chart invader comes from a singer-songwriter who helped put Southern soul music on the map. Before he became a recording star himself, he was writing songs behind the scenes at the legendary Stax Records in Memphis.
Stax had a completely different sound than Motown. While Motown polished everything to a shine, Stax gave you raw emotion, gritty vocals, and a rhythm section that could shake the walls.
Kind of like Crispy after climbing one flight of stairs.
Please, the last time you did anything wall shaking was after you ate a can of beans.
Well, that was a little personal.
Everyone knows you're full of hot air.
This artist wrote songs for other performers before stepping into the spotlight himself. When he finally did, his biggest hit became one of the defining records of the soul era. It's been covered by dozens of artists over the years, including a disco version that actually reached #1 more than a decade later. Now here's your challenge. The artist is Eddie Floyd. Can you guess which song we're about to spin?
Let's start the Senior Spinner Countdown.
That
That was Eddie Floyd with Knock on Wood, our first chart invader. Not a bad way to kick things off.
A soul classic that has stood the test of time. More than 50 years later, it's still getting radio play and inspiring new generations of musicians.
And it's officially on the scoreboard. Now the question is, can either of our next two challengers climb even higher? We'll find out before today's show is over when we award the Spinner Winner Trophy. Our next chart invader comes from a group that wasn't put together in a garage or discovered playing clubs. They were actually created for television.
In 1966, producers wanted to make a comedy series about four young musicians trying to make it in the music business. Thousands of hopefuls auditioned before four young performers were selected, and a TV show, The Monkees, was born.
And before long, television audiences couldn't get enough of them. Pretty soon, they weren't just TV stars. They were genuine pop stars. Their records began climbing the Billboard charts almost immediately, and Beatlemania suddenly had some unexpected competition here in America. Of course, some critics said they didn't even play their own instruments.
That's true in the beginning. Most of the early recordings used outstanding studio musicians. But as time went on, the members insisted on playing on their own records and proved they were talented musicians in their own right.
See, Crispy? Even TV actors wanted more creative control. Meanwhile, you won't even let me choose a single track for any of the shows.
We've tried that route before. Tracks from groups like Primus, Pantera, and Queensryche don't exactly cut it for this channel.
It's exactly the shot of energy this channel needs.
If it's a shot of energy you're looking for, I'm sure there's an empty socket in your booth you can stick your finger into.
Hilarious, Crispy.
All right, you know the artist. It's the Monkees. Can you guess which song is about to invade the charts?
Take the last train to Clarksville and I'll meet you at the station. You can be here by 4:30 cause I've made your reservation. Don't be slow. No, no, no. No, no, no. Cause I'm leaving in the morning and I must see you again. We'll have one more night together till the morning brings my train and I must go. No, 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 and I don't know if I'm ever coming home. Take the last train to Clarksville, I'll be waiting at the station. We'll have time for coffee, flavored kisses, and a bit of conversation. No, 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 no. Take the last train to Clarksville. Now I must hang up the phone. I can't hear you in this noisy railroad station. All alone I'm feeling low. No, no, no. No, no, no. And I don't know if I'm ever coming home. Take the last train to Clarksville and I'll meet you at the station. You can be here by 4:30 cause I've made your reservation. Don't be slow. No, no, no. No, no, no. And I don't know if I'm ever coming home. Take the last train to Clarksville. Take the last train to Clarksville. Take the last train to Clarksville. Take the last train.
That was Last Train to Clarksville by the Monkees. Our second chart invader. Not bad for a band that got its start on television.
Whether you love them or doubted them, there's no denying they became one of the biggest pop sensations of the 1960s.
And they've definitely made today's competition interesting. We've got one challenger left. Can it climb even higher?
There's only one way to find out. Let's meet our final chart invader.
Our last artist came from New York City and created a sound that was unlike anything else on Top 40 radio in 1966. Instead of relying on loud guitars and driving drums, they blended rock music with elegant string arrangements and classical influences.
Music critics would eventually call it Baroque pop, and this group, known as Left Bank, became one of the pioneers of that style. Their songs had beautiful harmonies, thoughtful lyrics, and a sophistication that stood apart from many of the rock bands of the day.
Sounds like what happens when Crispy opens his wallet. Baroque pop.
Cute, Johnny. Although the band enjoyed only a brief run together, their music had influenced artists for decades. Their signature hit remains one of the most beautiful recordings of the 1960s.
Can you guess the song by the Left Bank before we spin it?
Start the Senior Spinner countdown.
And when I see the sign that points one way, the lot we used to pass by every day. Just walk away, Renee. You won't see me follow you back home. The empty sidewalks on my block are not the same. You're not to blame. From deep inside the tears that I forced to cry, from deep inside the pain that I chose to hide. Just walk away, Renee. You won't see me follow you back home. Now as the rain beats down upon my weary eyes, for me it Just walk away, Renee. You won't see me follow you back home. Now as the rain beats down upon my weary eyes, for me it cries. Your name and mine inside a heart upon a wall still finds a way to haunt me, though they're so small. Just walk away, Renee. You won't see me follow you back home. The empty sidewalks on my block are not the same. You're not to blame.
If you guessed Walk Away Renee, you nailed it. 3 brand new songs, 3 future classics, but only one could earn today's Spinner Winner Trophy.
Let's take one final look at today's chart invaders from the Billboard Hot 100 for the week ending September 10th, 1966. First, Eddie Floyd, Knock on Wood, The Monkees with Last Train to Clarksville, and Left Bank with Walk Away Renee.
Now it's time to see how high each one climbed on the Billboard Hot 100. Our bronze record goes to Eddie Floyd with Knock on Wood. The song reached number 28 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Even though it finished third in today's competition, it became one of the greatest soul recordings ever made and has been covered by countless artists over the years. Sometimes a song's legacy reaches far beyond its chart position.
Our silver record belongs to the Left Bank with Walk Away Renee. It climbed all the way to number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Its beautiful orchestral arrangement helped introduce millions of listeners to what became known as Baroque pop, and it's still considered one of the finest recordings of the 1960s.
And now today's spinner winner is The Monkees with Last Train to Clarksville. The song climbed all the way to number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100.
It became the Monkees' very first number 1 hit and launched one of the biggest pop music success stories of the decade. Congratulations to today's spinner winner.
How did you do at home? Did you predict today's winner, or did one of the underdogs fool you? Let us know down in the comments.
If you enjoyed today's edition of Chart Invaders, we'd appreciate it if you give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you'll never miss another trip through Billboard history.
We've got more chart battles coming your way, more new arrivals, more surprises, and only one spinner winner every show.
Until next time.
We'll see you on the Senior Spinner Show right here on WPCNS, where the music pops, clicks, but never skips.
Keep spinning.